Hey everyone, and welcome. What if I told you that the advice we all got, get a good, secure job, is actually what's holding most of us back from getting truly wealthy? Today we're jumping into a huge idea from Rich Dad Poor Dad, but we're looking at it through a 2025 lens. The big idea? Your goal at work shouldn't just be to earn a salary. It should be to learn the skills that actually build a fortune. So, let's dive in and see how this mindset really works.
And right away, you can see the two paths laid out, clear as day. On one side, you've got the path we're all taught. Get the grades, get the secure job, and just climb that one single ladder for your whole career. It's all about stability. But then look at Rich Dad's advice. It's a completely different game. It's about being versatile, about learning a bunch of different skills, and most importantly, understanding how money actually works. It's not about being the best employee, it's about understanding the whole system.
And that leads us straight into our first big idea, which is all about challenging this whole concept of a salary being the end goal. I mean, is your paycheck really building your future, or is it just kind of keeping your head above water right now?
This quote, it's just so brutally honest, isn't it? Think of it this way. A salary is kind of like a drug. It feels good, it solves the immediate problem of paying the bills, but it can make you forget about the long-term goal, which is real financial freedom. The whole Rich Dad philosophy is that your job should be a launching pad, a place where you get paid to learn valuable skills, not the final place you land.
And this right here, this really boils down to the choice you have. If you only focus on earning a bigger paycheck, you get stuck in what Kiyosaki famously calls the rat race. You're just running faster and faster to stay in the same place. But when you shift your focus to learning skills, well, now you're building an escape hatch. You're creating value that you own that's totally separate from any one company.
Which brings us to a huge point for today's world. Looking ahead to 2025 and beyond, with things like AI and the gig economy taking off, the rules have completely changed. Your real value isn't just a piece of paper, a degree you hung on the wall. It's about what you can actually do.
Wow, this has never been more true than it is right now. I mean, think about it, right? Everybody has a degree these days, so just having one doesn't make you stand out anymore. But you know what is rare? High-income skills. The ability to solve really expensive problems and generate a ton of revenue? That's what's valuable.
And this is just a brilliant way to see it in action. These are real-world examples. A fantastic salesperson who can close big deals, they can absolutely earn more than a highly paid engineer. You master digital marketing, you could be commanding way more than someone with a traditional MBA. The creator economy, smart investing, these are all pathways to wealth that completely sidestep the old corporate ladder.
Okay, so this is all great, but how do you actually get these skills? Well, Rich Dad's big secret was that financial literacy, understanding money, it's a language. And you don't learn a language from a textbook, right? You learn it by getting out there and actually speaking it.
This was basically Robert Kiyosaki's real-world MBA. Rich Dad didn't just give him lectures, he made him get his hands dirty in every single part of the business. He wasn't trying to get a promotion or a pay raise. He was getting a 360-degree education in how a business actually lives and breathes. How it sells, how it markets, how it handles the money, how it closes deals. He was learning to speak the language of money fluently.
So here it is, the official definition. When you can speak money, it means you can spot opportunities that other people miss. You get how risk works. You know how to make your money start working for you instead of you always working for it. It's the difference between being a pawn in the financial game and actually being one of the players who knows all the rules.
All right, let's get practical. Let's pull all of this together into a playbook you can actually use. These are the core rules you can start putting into action, like right now, to make that shift from just earning to actually building long-term wealth.
But before we get to the full playbook, here's a really critical piece of the puzzle you have to understand: the system itself. For instance, employees, people who earn a salary, often pay the highest percentage of their income in taxes. Now, financial intelligence isn't about cheating the system. It's about understanding the rules of the game that entrepreneurs and investors use, completely legally.
So, here we go, 4 simple but super powerful plays you can literally start today. First, start building what Rich Dad calls an asset column. Don't let the term scare you. It just means buying things that put money back into your pocket, like small, regular investments. Second, learn the powerhouse skills of sales and marketing, even if it's just through a small side project. And finally, and this is a big one, flip the script. Focus on becoming a creator before you become a consumer.
And this chart, it just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly shows the Rich Dad mindset. Just look at how little focus is actually on the job itself. It's only 15%.
The huge majority of your time, your energy, your focus, a massive 80%, is all about building assets and learning new skills. Your job is what funds the mission. It is not the mission itself. And that really brings us to the most powerful, most important lesson of all. It's not about being lucky. It's not about what family you were born into. It's not about waiting to win the lottery. At the end of the day, achieving financial freedom is an active choice. It's a choice you make every single day with how you decide to use your time and your money.
So as we wrap this up, the real question isn't whether you can do this, it's about what you're going to do first. It all starts with learning just one new skill. So what's it going to be? Will you dive into sales, master some digital marketing, finally figure out how to read a balance sheet? The choice is yours. What's your first step going to be?